Hi, I'm Terry Kay from Behrman House. Thank you for watching today. When learning went remote earlier this year, we heard from many educators that after a few meetings in which the goal was connection, they realized they actually needed more. They needed high quality content so that learning could be even more engaging and meaningful. They turned to us asking for digital versions of their key curriculum materials to use in remote sessions. Our goal at Behrman House is to help you protect your curricular plans, whether you're remote, in person, or a mix. We have created digital TurnPage editions of our most widely used materials for you to share on screen. We also created teaching guides for using these materials remotely or in person. In this video, we'll look at how to use a Primer TurnPage edition. Here you can see all our pre-primers and primers with TurnPage access. Separately, we offer apps that can enhance the learning experience. Shalom Hebrew is an app that accompanies the 4 books in the Shalom Uvracha group. And Aleph Bet Quest is brand new. It's a mobile app that goes with Aleph Bet Quest Primer. Today, we're going to take a look at the TurnPage edition for Shalom Uvracha Primer Express. We'll use that as our example. All the turn pages work exactly the same way. In Primer Express, 3rd and 4th graders learn to decode from key cultural words. For example, from Tzedakah, they learn Tzadi and Kuf. From Shamash, they learn Mem, and so on. All of the primers in the Shalom Uvracha group use the same methodology. The TurnPage edition consists of an on-screen version of the book, a teaching guide down at the bottom, and printable pages for students, all of which I will show you in a short while. The TurnPage is an exact duplicate of the book the students have in their hands at home or in class. You access the TurnPage edition simply by clicking on a link, see the top, that your education director shares with you, probably in an email. You click on the link and the TurnPage immediately opens. There are no special passwords or codes or sign-ins. It's simply clicking on a link. You then share this digital version on your screen and do group activities. So while learners do have the physical book with them, when you share your screen and work as a group with a single focus, you open up a whole new range of ways to engage your students, some of which we'll demo now. Let's enable full screen so that we can see the material up close. You flip pages to the left. You can also click at the top to turn the page or the bottom, Hebrew opening. If you want children to focus on a particular activity, you zoom in by using the magnifying glass, the plus sign, and the children can see it really clearly. So let's take a look. Let's look at an example. We are learning the Shema, for example, the new letter Ayin. I'm going to type in the page number 38 because I know that's where Shema is. Again, exactly matches the book. And here, after zooming in, I might say to my students, all right, we're going to do a scavenger hunt. How many times can you find the name of the prayer Shema? You've got 30 seconds to look over the words. Then when I say go, I want you to hold up that number of fingers, showing how many times you found the word Shema. Keep everyone muted. Then when you say go, hopefully they'll hold up 3 fingers. At that point, you want to reinforce the learning. So you would go to the annotate tool that you find on the toolbar when you share your screen. And you might now circle the 3 times that the word Shema appears. Let's erase that and try again. Good. Then we might ask another question, something to the effect of, who can find the word for the language we are learning? And whoever finds the word Ivrit, first word on line 6, might get a gold star. We can clear our drawings and stop annotating, again, by clicking on the annotate tool in the toolbar when you share your screen. Included with the TurnPage Edition is a teaching guide. You can see the icon down at the bottom here. This teaching guide provides specific techniques for using the Primer Express materials remotely. Let's take a quick look. I'm going to scroll down a bit quickly, but you'll get a sense. We include 5 tips for using Primer Express in a video conference setting. Again, each teaching guide is specific to the materials. This one, again, is for the Primer Express. In addition, at the bottom, we provide student printables. These are pages, 1 per lesson, that we have chosen. This is the table of contents, with the purpose of each page. Again, the students do have the books with them, but the printables provide an alternative type of activity. So in advance of the upcoming session, you could send home a page and ask children to print it out. They can collect their pages during the course of the year, save it in a folder, and in that way build a portfolio of their work. Let's look at an example of how to use a printable page. We're working on lesson 20. The keyword is Yisrael, and the new letter is Sin. In advance of our session, we'll ask children to print out. We'll send home this page, email it, and ask them to print it out before complete it. Actually picture it in Hebrew before we meet again. I think it's always a good idea to send home a reminder a couple of hours before class starts for those children who may not have got it the first time. So you've asked them to complete picture it in Hebrew, and when you're now back together, you can share your screen and you can ask them to share their responses. Describe something you did recently to bring simcha to someone's life. If students are comfortable, they can share their responses with the group. They can unmute themselves. But remember that children may prefer to answer in different ways. Some will be comfortable speaking to the whole group. Others might like to type their answer in chat, or others may want to hold up a piece of paper with their answer. Just for fun, you might then discuss the picture and ask them their reaction to clowns, but I would spend only a few minutes on that in order to remain on task. Then you could take children on a little tour of Israel, sharing your screen and showing pictures of each city named. Here's an example. You could show them Haifa and a picture, Yerushalayim, and Masada, and so on. You could also ask children who might have been on a trip to Israel to send you photos of their family trip together in advance. You could label them in Hebrew or English, and you could create a collage or a little photo gallery with credit to the photographer or to the family who sent you the photo. So those are some ways you can use the TurnPage editions for Behrman House primers. All of the ideas I've presented today appear in the teaching guide at the bottom below the TurnPage edition. If you have any questions, please contact us at customersupport@behrmanhouse.com. Customersupport@behrmanhouse.com. We wish you every success.